All right, time for breakfast. Today we've got langadanding. Look at that mess. I get a dojan. Do it this way. This is very cinematic. Got some coffee. And I've got YouTube to keep me company. Here we go. This is good content. I sign in as a guest because I like to watch different things. This one doesn't know me yet. This guy's really good.
如果在吃东西的时候忽然觉得它有一个短暂尖锐的疼痛，那可能就是敏感性粮食，这就是一个警讯，你要去处理它。我会推荐说一定帮助舒缓敏感性。
All right, let's dig in. There are two kinds of people in the world, those who eat breakfast and those who don't. When I'm in Taiwan, you know. It's Monday. I thought it was Sunday. My breakfast place isn't open. I got halfway there and realized today is Monday. I'm such an idiot. Luckily there's about 100 other breakfast places to go to. So we shall go. Soldier on. I'll get some danbing today. Not a big fan of danbing, but whatever. So here we are. Breakfast in a bag. I like eating my meals out of a bag. I'm on a 1 meal a day diet. The meal starts at 7:30 with breakfast and continues through the day until about 6:37 at night when I take my last bite and get ready to go to bed. 1 meal a day, 12 hours of grazing is what I do. So this is my 5th trip to Taiwan in 6 years. I took 1 year off for COVID, and we did come during COVID 1 year. And every trip is different. Every trip has a different theme, but that theme doesn't usually reveal itself until halfway through or until the trip is almost over. So I don't know what the theme of this trip, this year, this season of Bob's Utopia is. I think I've just more or less settled into living here without a routine, but I like a routine. So let's go for breakfast. I'll take you with me for breakfast, and then we're going to go over to Sijing Island, and along the way there will be some observations, some nonsense, and perhaps even a little bit of philosophy, because that's maybe the theme of this season of Bob's Utopia. Oh my god, okay. 2 danbing, 1 dojang, 3 cups of coffee, a banana, an orange, and my vitamins. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, 26 degrees. I'm going out on my bike now. If I don't throw up, it's going to be a good day. Don't know how I do it. So I've been a little under the weather pretty much since I got here with the travel and that. Just being around people all the time, really. Because back in Canada, I can go days and days, maybe even weeks without actually meeting anyone in person. So I've been in a bit of a low in terms of energy, but I feel that, I mean, today's a gorgeous day. It's quiet. Look at this river. So quiet. Health is something you don't realize until you don't have it. It's like electricity. It's like air conditioning. You don't realize how important it is until you don't have it. So this is my favorite place to hang out down here. I like it because I got these great palm trees that are shady, and I can look at the big boats and the little boats going by. Down at the harbor it's a little bit breezy, so it takes a little bit of the humidity out of the air. And really it's just a nice quiet spot down here, tucked away. Nobody really knows about it. It's always quiet except for on Saturday and Sunday afternoons and evenings. Yeah, so that's the cycle. So I wouldn't come down here on a Sunday evening because it would be completely different. And that gets me thinking about time and the cyclical nature of time. Because in the olden days, when we were farmers, or even before that, when we were nomads roaming the earth with our herds, we were more in touch with time because time was cyclical. There were harvest times, and there were winter times, and there were times to plant, and every year we'd go through a certain cycle. And then came along the Industrial Revolution, and it changed our nature, our relationship with the nature of time. Time ceased to be cyclical and started to be linear, and we're always, because it's linear, we're always moving forward, and always progressing. One thing I like about being retired and living in Kaohsiung is I'm back to being more in touch with the cyclical nature of time. Does that make sense? That's what I've been thinking about today. All right. So, and since we're on the topic of retirement, last year, or earlier this year, when I returned to Canada from Taiwan in February, March, I fully intended to go back to work and work the spring market and just continue my career like I always do, like I've always done in the last 5 or 6 years. But this year, and I did. I started, I had some clients and I started working with them again, and my heart just wasn't into it. I didn't like my clients. I didn't like the colleagues I was working with. I didn't like the industry. I wasn't learning anything new. And I just decided one day, why don't you just retire? And so I did. I just told my clients, I said, I'm sorry, I can't help you anymore. I'm retired. I'm retiring. It's great. I'm glad I retired. 6 or 7 months in, it's wonderful. If I was 10 years younger, I probably would have quit my career and started something new, something challenging and interesting, or maybe just something different. But being 61, I just decided that was it. It was time to retire, and I did, and it's great. So if you're considering retirement, you don't know what you're going to do, just do it, and maybe you'll find the way. This morning, in the elevator on the way down to breakfast, an old guy got on after me, and I've noticed this in Taiwan, and it may be true in Canada too, but in Canada I don't talk to very many people, so I don't know if it's true or not true. But he said to me, oh, you look like you're in good health. How old are you? Old guys in Taiwan love to ask you that question because they love being asked that question. So I asked him, like a good conversationalist that I am, how old are you? Turns out the guy was 80 years old. He's looking pretty good for 80 years old. I've noticed a lot of old guys that I talk to, usually when I'm hiking in the mountains, but they're everywhere. They're in the park and other places too. They seem to be in pretty good health. Must be something about the lifestyle. Well, I made it down to the ferry port. Looks like this. I didn't know what time it ran, but I just found out it runs every hour on the hour. At least it appears that way. This building's locked up. Last year it wasn't locked up, so I'm hoping the ferry's going to run. In the meantime, do I look hot? Seems a little hot. I'm going to chill out for a while. Just relax. Maybe talk to you about some stuff. I feel like I'm out of step with reality. I walk a lot slower now than I used to. I like being out of step with reality. Because what is reality? It's not that 9-to-5 grind. It's not raising children. It's not buying a car and a house and cutting the grass and shoveling the snow. It can be all of those things, and it is for a lot of people at different times of their lives, including me. But now my reality is this. This is a pretty good reality.